Have you ever woken up feeling like the world just vanished? I thought this Christmas would be warm, filled with family laughter, like every year. But no, today I opened my eyes in a chillingly silent house, eerily still. No smell of mom's coffee, no siblings bickering over the front seat. Just me, alone, in an empty home in Austin, Texas. I'm Natalie, and this is the story of the day I found out my family drove off to Colorado, leaving me behind like discarded baggage. No text, no explanation. Just a silence that cuts like a razor. I spent a month planning this trip, from booking cabins in Breckenridge to crunching every penny. $15,500 from my credit card, poured into a vacation I thought would bind us together. But they hit the road, laughing and carefree, abandoning me here, as if I don't exist. Ever wonder what it's like to be betrayed by the ones you love most? It's not just pain, it's a gaping void swallowing every ounce of trust you had. But don't get it twisted, this isn't a victim's tale. It's about how I rise, take back control, and make my family face the consequences. Stick with me, because this story will leave you angry, moved, and maybe even questioning those around you. Ready? Things are about to get real dramatic. I stumble down the stairs, still groggy, expecting Mom's shout to set the breakfast table. Nothing. Just the clock ticking and pale sunlight slipping through the curtains. I call out, "Mom? Kyle? Amanda?" Silence. My heart quickens. I race to Mom's room. Door wide open. Bed empty. Kyle's and Amanda's rooms. Same story. No suitcases, no clothes, no trace. I sprint to the garage, hoping Mom's SUV is still there. Gone. They've all left, abandoning me like a stray dog on Christmas. I check my phone. Sure, there's an explanatory text. Nothing. No calls, no messages, not even an email. Just a bank alert confirming my $15,500 payment for the Breckenridge resort. My money. My effort. I spent weeks picking each cabin, ensuring everyone's comfort. Mountain views for Mom, a room near the lodge for Amanda because she hates walking. I paid up front because I'm always the one who handles everything. But they didn't bother telling me. I slump onto the kitchen floor, head spinning. Did I do something wrong? Did they mean to ditch me? Then I recall the small signs. Mom's curt text last week, "Just handle the cabins, I'm busy." Amanda avoiding my eyes when I asked what she'd pack for Colorado. I open the messaging app, scrolling the family group chat. No new texts, but a gut feeling nags me. I check iCloud, digging into message backups. That's when I see it. Another group chat, without me, named Natalie Problem. My heart stops. They plan to cut me out, like some sick joke. I don't cry. Not now. A fire of anger ignites, ready to burn everything down. They think they can play me like this? That I'll sit here, wallowing? No way. I stand, grab my phone, and start plotting. This isn't the time to crumble. It's time to show them I'm not someone they can trample. Ever been pushed to your limit and chosen to fight back? If not, watch me do it. What's coming in Breckenridge will leave my family stunned. And you, stick around to see it unfold. Staring at the empty house in Austin, I can't help but think of past Christmases, when things were different. I was always the glue holding our family together, like tape binding every broken piece. Mom was swamped with meetings, Kyle was lazy, Amanda was forever snapping selfies. And me? I'm Natalie, the one handling everything from A to Z, from booking dinner reservations to planning trips. This Colorado getaway was no exception. I spent hours scouring Expedia, picking 6 perfect cabins in Breckenridge, with snowy mountain views and cozy fireplaces Mom loves. I shelled out $15,500 from my credit card, thinking, it's Christmas, I want everyone happy. I even made a chore chart. Who brings snacks, who drives, who curates the road trip playlist. I sent weekly reminder texts like, "Mom, don't forget your heavy coat," or "Kyle, fill up the gas tank before we go." Looking back, those messages got curt replies like, "Yeah, got it," or "I'll handle it." I was so caught up playing fixer, I didn't see them pushing me out. Ever feel like you're the only one trying in a relationship? I thought that was my role. Sacrifice, worry, fix everything. Since Dad passed, I became the family spark. When Mom cried over bills, I worked night shifts to chip in. When Kyle dropped out, I spent hours talking him through it. Amanda needed a prom dress? I footed the bill. But they never asked what I wanted. I thought this trip would bring us closer, let me be more than the girl who handles stuff. But reality slapped me hard. They don't need me. They hit the road, leaving me in a frigid house with a secret group chat called Natalie Problem. That name slices my heart like a knife. And the problem? The one who spent money, effort, sleepless nights for their dream vacation? Slumped on the kitchen floor, I wonder. Was I wrong to put my world in their hands? Then, a spark flares inside me. If they think they can erase me from the family picture, they're mistaken. I'm not a victim, and I won't let them define me. What I'm about to do will force them to face themselves. Ever wanted to prove you're stronger than others think? Stay with me, because this story's just starting, and I'm about to make Breckenridge a lesson they'll never forget. Flashback a few weeks, and I'm buried in plans for the ultimate Christmas getaway to Breckenridge, Colorado, picturing a legendary trip with the family cozied up by a fireplace, sipping hot cocoa, laughing like a Hallmark flick. I'm Natalie, the one who turns family dreams into reality, even if it costs my sweat and credit card. Night after night, I'm glued to my laptop, combing through dozens of websites for the perfect resort. I finally lock in 6 plush cabins in Breckenridge, with balconies overlooking snow-capped mountains. Total cost? $15,500, pulled straight from my account. I don't gripe, figuring it's worth it to see Mom smile, call chill out, and Amanda post a few Instagram shots without flexing. I play unpaid personal assistant, booking cabins, confirming with the resort, even emailing to ensure extra blankets since Mom's always chilly. I whip up a detailed Google Doc, assigning tasks. Kyle brings snacks, Amanda curates the playlist, Mom handles the shared suitcase. I fire off daily reminder texts like, "Don't forget gloves, Colorado's brutal," or "Amanda, pick some tunes, don't let Kyle wreck it with his trashy rap." But guess what? Those texts mostly get ignored. Mom drops a one-word yup. Kyle reads, no reply. Amanda sends a yawning emoji. I tell myself, they're probably swamped. I gotta push harder. But deep down, I'm starting to feel like I'm shouting at a brick wall. Ever bust your ass to make someone happy, only to get cold-shouldered? I shrug off the red flags, thinking I'm the family's glue. I call the resort weekly, check weather reports, even book a ski tour since Kyle's into thrill-seeking. All for their dream vacation. But now, slumped in this empty Austin house, I'm hit with a bitter truth. They didn't value me. They took my cash, my plans, and cut me out. Worse, I'm about to uncover something uglier, a secret group chat, a scheme to ditch me, like I'm garbage to toss. But don't worry, I'm not folding. The rage in me's building, and I'm ready to make them pay. What's my next move? Stick around, because Breckenridge is about to hit my family with a shock they never saw coming. Days before the Colorado trip, I'm still convinced I'm doing everything right. I'm Natalie, busting my tail to ensure our family has an unforgettable Christmas in Breckenridge. But as the departure date nears, I feel an invisible wall growing between me and my family. My texts in the family group chat, like, "Mom, pack your knit hat, heavy snow's coming," or "Kyle, you grabbed the cookies yet?" Get cold, clip replies. Mom shoots back, "Got it, don't worry." Amanda drops a side-eye emoji. Kyle? He doesn't even read them. I try to shrug off the unease, telling myself, they're probably stressed from prep. But one evening, while double-checking the resort's confirmation email, my phone lights up with a private text from Amanda, not in the group chat, saying, "Nat, stop bugging Mom, it's annoying." Annoying? I shelled out $15,500, stayed up late planning, and I'm annoying? I text back, keeping it light. Haha, okay, just making sure everything's good. But Amanda doesn't reply. Not a word. I start noticing her dodging looks whenever I mention the trip. Moms know better. Once, I call to confirm the itinerary and she cuts me off. "Just your thing, I've got it." Her voice is as icy as a Colorado winter. Ever feel like you're screaming, but no one hears? I convince myself I'm imagining it, that my family couldn't be deliberately distant. Then, a tiny detail chills me. I glimpse Kyle texting someone, his screen flashing a strange group chat. I only catch the name, Christmas plan, but my name's not in it. My stomach drops. They have a secret chat, and I'm not invited. I confront Kyle, point blank. "What's with the sneaky texting?" He forces a laugh, brushing it off. "Oh, just friends, no big deal." But I know he's lying. The way everyone avoids my eyes, the curt replies, and now a hidden chat. It's all pieces of a plan I'm not meant to know. Sitting in my Austin living room, Christmas lights twinkling outside, I feel like I'm no longer part of the family. They've schemed to cut me out, and I'm about to find proof. Ever been hurt by the ones you love most? If so, you'll get why I can't sit still. What's coming will make my family realize Natalie's not someone they can walk over. Stay tuned, because that secret group chat's about to blow wide open. After spotting the secret group chat on Kyle's phone, I know I can't just sit still. I'm Natalie, and I've just found out my family took off for Colorado, leaving me in an empty house in Austin, Texas, like some discarded junk. But I need answers. I grab my phone, hands shaking, and call Mom. It rings 3 times before she picks up. "Hello, Natalie." Her voice is calm, like she's asking what I want for dinner. I cut to the chase. "Mom, where's everyone at? Why didn't anyone tell me?" I woke up and no one's here. Silence. A long, suffocating pause. Then Mom stammers, "Well, I thought you were riding with Amanda in another car." "Another car? Seriously?" I paid $15,500 for the Breckenridge Resort, planned every detail from cabins to ski tours, and she says another car? I try to stay cool, but my heart's getting crushed. Mom, I didn't know anything about this. No one told me. I'm almost yelling. Mom sighs, that sigh she uses to shut down conversations. Natalie, don't make a big deal. We were busy, probably forgot to tell you. Just catch the next ride. Forgot? The whole family forgot the daughter, who handled everything? I hear Kyle and Amanda laughing in the background, like they're having a blast on the highway, while I'm here alone on Christmas. Ever feel like someone's apology hurts worse than their betrayal? I press Mom. What's the Christmas plan group chat? Why am I not in it? This time, she panics. Group chat? What are you talking about? I don't know anything. But her voice shakes, and I know she's lying. I can't take it anymore, so I hang up, heart pounding. Slumped on the sofa, watching Christmas lights flicker, I feel like my world's collapsed. Mom, who I thought would always have my back, just blamed me for their carelessness. But then it hits me. I don't need their excuses. I need action. That group chat, Mom's lie, Kyle, and Amanda's laughter, it's all fuel for the fire inside me. They think I'll cry, beg for forgiveness? Nah. I'm about to make them see Natalie's not someone they can brush off. Ever been pushed to the point where you refuse to let anyone walk over you? If so, you'll get what I'm about to do. Stay with me, because that secret group chat's about to get exposed, and my family's in for a massive shock in Breckenridge. After the call with Mom, I know I'm being played. Her other car. Excuse is a cheap act. I'm Natalie, and my family just ditched me mid-Christmas, leaving me in an empty Austin, Texas house. But I'm not gonna sit here sobbing. I need the truth. On the sofa, I fire up my laptop, determined to dig through the iCloud backup of our family group chat. Then, like a bomb in the silence, a notification pops up on my phone. A text from Amanda, mistakenly sent to the main group chat. For words, OMG, plan worked. Plan? What plan? My heart's pounding, ready to burst. I screenshot it instantly, knowing this is the key to unraveling everything. I dive back into iCloud, scouring the backup data. After a few minutes, I find it, a hidden group chat named Natalie Problem. The name hits like a slap. I open it, and each message slices my heart like a knife. Kyle writes, she's always controlling everything, so exhausting. Amanda chimes in, if Nat's not there, it'll be way more fun. Mom, who I thought would defend me, texts, do it quietly, don't let her know. They conspired, plotted to cut me out of the Breckenridge trip, like I'm trash to toss. My $15,500 paid for that vacation, and they call me the problem? Ever find out the people you love most are secretly stabbing you in the back? It feels like the ground's caving in. But then, fury surges stronger than ever. They think I'll stay quiet? Take their trampling? No way. Amanda's misfired text is their biggest mistake, and I'm gonna make them pay. I save every shred of evidence, every text, every lie. Sitting under the flickering Christmas lights, I realize, this family doesn't deserve me. They want to play, exclude Natalie? Fine, I'll play back, my way. I start brainstorming what I can do, not for revenge, but to take back control. Cancel the Breckenridge bookings? Maybe. Change the house locks? Definitely. They want me gone? I'll show them I'm tougher than they think. Ever been pushed to your breaking point and decided to stand tall? If so, you'll get why I can't stop. What I'm about to do will leave my family stunned, from Colorado to Austin. Stick around, because this story is taking a turn, and the secrets in the Natalie Problem chat are about to spark a shock they never saw coming. Amanda's misfired text, OMG, plan worked, is the last straw. I'm Natalie, and I've just learned my family didn't just ditch me in Austin, Texas. They orchestrated a plan to cut me out of our Christmas trip to Breckenridge. Sitting at my laptop, with Christmas lights flickering like they're mocking me, I open the Natalie Problem group chat in the iCloud backup. Each message stabs like a knife. Kyle writes, she's always overdoing it, like we'd fall apart without her. Amanda adds, I hate how she acts like our savior. Without her, we'd vibe so much better. But the worst? Mom texts, best not to let Natalie know. Just say it's a mix-up. A mix-up? I paid $15,500 for that trip from my own credit card, and they call me a problem? I keep reading, each line unveiling a sickening truth. They met at Mom's last week, plotting how to handle me. Amanda suggested, let's just go ahead, she'll deal. Kyle agreed. She won't dare make a scene. They bet I'd swallow the hurt, like always. Ever feel like your own family's turned you into a punchline? I thought I was the one holding us together, from covering bills when Mom was strapped to buying Amanda's prom tickets. But they don't see me as family. They see me as a burden. The rage in me flares, but this time, it's not blind. It's sharp, like a blade ready to cut the chains holding me back. I screenshot every text, saving them to my hard drive, because this isn't just evidence, it's ammunition. They want to play the exclusion game? I'll show them I'm not a pawn they can control. Sitting there, I start plotting my next move. Cancel the Breckenridge reservations? Change the house locks? Or better, make them face their own selfishness? I don't want revenge. I want justice. I want them to know Natalie isn't someone they can trample and walk away from. The Natalie problem chat isn't just a shock, it's a wake-up call. I'm done being the doormat, doing everything to earn their love. I'm the one who decides my worth. Ever realize you're worth more than what others label you? If so, you'll get why I have to act. Stick around, because what I'm about to do will make my family see how badly they messed up thinking they could erase me from the game. The Natalie problem group chat shatters any trust one had left. My family ditched me mid-Christmas in a cold, empty Austin, Texas house, with a plan to erase me from the Breckenridge trip like I'm not worth existing. Rage boils inside, but I know I can't let it consume me. I need clarity, someone to cut through this fog. I drive through Austin streets, aglow with Christmas lights, to a therapist's office I found on Yelp. In a small room with soothing green armchairs, I spill everything. The empty house, the $15,500 I spent on the resort, Amanda's misfired text, and the venom in the Natalie problem chat. They called me a burden, like I don't deserve to be there. I handled everything, from bills to vacations, and they still want me gone. The therapist, with warm yet piercing eyes, listens intently. She asks, "How did those messages make you feel?" Tears spill out. Like I'm nothing. Like my whole life of sacrifice was a joke. She nods, then drops a bombshell. What you're experiencing is emotional manipulation. Your family exploited your kindness, and when you weren't useful on their terms, they pushed you out. Emotional manipulation? The phrase slaps me awake. I recall Mom guilting me for asking for little, or Amanda taking without ever giving. Ever realize you're trapped in a toxic relationship, mistaking it for love? The therapist continues, "You're not the problem. They cast you as the sacrificial lamb to avoid facing themselves. Now you need to set boundaries." Set boundaries. The idea ignites like a flame in the dark. I don't need to prove my worth to them. I don't need to suffer to be loved. Driving home under twinkling lights, a new strength rises. That group chat isn't just betrayal, it's a wake-up call that I deserve better. I start plotting bold moves. Cancel the Breckenridge bookings, change the house locks, make them face the consequences. They think I'll crumble. Beg for forgiveness? Wrong. I'm not the girl they get to define anymore. I'm taking my life back, step by step. Ever find the strength to break the chains holding you down? If so, you'll get why I won't stop. Stay with me, because what's coming will show my family just how much they underestimated me, and Breckenridge is about to turn their world upside down. The therapist meeting changed everything. No longer the pushover. I decide to set boundaries and take back control after my family abandoned me in Austin, Texas, cutting me out of the Christmas Breckenridge trip like I'm worthless. The Natalie problem group chat isn't just betrayal, it's the spark for action. Sitting in the living room, Christmas lights twinkling, I open my laptop, take a deep breath, and call the Breckenridge Resort. My voice doesn't waver. "Hi, I need to cancel all bookings under my name, 6 cabins, confirmation code 3924. The clerk double checks. "You sure? That's $15,500 total, fully refundable if canceled now." I say, "Absolutely. Cancel it immediately." Minutes later, an email confirms the refund. $15,500 back in my account, like a slap to their scheme. They thought I'd sit here, swallow the pain, while they enjoy a vacation on my dime and effort. No way. Canceling the booking is step one, a declaration I'm done being used. Ever feel relief cutting loose a weight dragging you down? I picture them arriving at the resort, jaws dropping when they learn there's no rooms, no dream getaway. But I'm not done. Each text in the Natalie problem chat fuels my fire. Cal calls me controlling. Amanda says I'm overdoing it. Mom wants it quiet. They'll see what I can do when pushed to the edge. Canceling isn't just about the money, it's reclaiming my dignity. I'm not doing this out of anger. I'm doing it because I deserve respect. Sitting there, I check the refund email again, feeling like I've shed an invisible chain. But this is just the start. I'm thinking bigger. Change the house locks, move their stuff to the garage, write a letter for confrontation. They want an exclusion game? I'll show them it's not an easy win. Breckenridge isn't their destination anymore, it's my battlefield. I'm not out for revenge, but I'll make them face their own consequences. Ever stand up and say enough to those who underestimate you? If so, you'll get why I'm pressing on. Stay with me, because when my family finds out there's no cabins in Breckenridge, it'll just be the beginning of what I got planned to wake them up. Canceling the Breckenridge booking was the opening shot, but I'm not done. My family abandoned me mid-Christmas, tossing me aside like worthless trash, and the Natalie problem group chat proves their betrayal. Sitting in the silent Austin, Texas house, with Christmas lights flickering, I know I need bolder moves to set boundaries. I call a moving company. Voice steady. Hi, I need all the belongings of 3 people moved from my house to the garage. Can you do it today? They agree, and hours later, the movers arrive. I point to Mom's, Kyle's, and Amanda's rooms, watching every item get packed. Clothes, shoes, Amanda's makeup, even Kyle's precious PS5. It's all hauled to the garage, neatly stacked like a statement. You no longer belong in my space. Ever feel liberated clearing out the baggage weighing down your life? I stand by the garage, heart racing, not from fear, but from freedom. Next, I call a locksmith. Replace all the house locks, I need new keys by this afternoon. The drill hums, each old lock swapped out, erasing years of letting them exploit me. The $15,500 I poured into Breckenridge, sleepless nights covering bills, swallowing tears to keep the peace, it all ends today. I'm not doing this out of hate. I'm doing it to protect myself. The therapist was right. I'm not the problem, and I don't need to suffer to be loved. As the final lock clicks into place, I hold the new keys, feeling like I've built a wall between me and their toxicity. I picture them returning from Colorado, stunned when they can't get in, finding their stuff piled in the garage. They thought I'd sit quietly, accepting my erasure from their lives. They're wrong. Every step, canceling the resort, moving their things, changing locks, is a reminder I deserve respect. But I'm not finished. A letter's waiting to be written, a confrontation they can't dodge. Breckenridge was the first shock, but this locked door is the next blow. They want an exclusion game? I'll show them it's no easy win. Ever reclaim control and feel stronger than ever? If so, you'll get why I can't stop. Stay with me, because when my family faces that locked door and their stuff in the garage, they'll realize the game's rules have changed, and I'm writing them now. Canceling the Breckenridge booking and changing the house locks were my opening moves, but I need one final blow to make my family face the truth. They ditched me mid-Christmas, cutting me out of the trip like a thorn to be plucked, with the Natalie Problem group chat as proof of their betrayal. In the quiet Austin, Texas house, Christmas lights flickering, I open my laptop and start drafting a letter. Not a plea or a whine. This is a declaration of war. I type, "You planned to exclude me, called me a problem, while I paid $15,500 for the vacation you enjoyed. I've canceled the booking, changed the locks, and moved your stuff to the garage. This isn't revenge, it's a boundary. I deserve respect." Each word feels like a slash, severing years of taking their crap. I list everything: Amanda's misfired text, Mom's lies, Kyle's silence. I end with, "You have 48 hours to respond. Explain your actions. If not, I'll consider this relationship over." Ever write the truth and feel unshackled? I send the email, scheduling it to hit their inboxes right when they discover no cabins in Breckenridge. The letter isn't just a confrontation, it's a mirror forcing them to see their selfishness. I picture Mom opening it, face paling, Amanda freaking out, Kyle going quiet. They thought I'd swallow their betrayal, like when I paid bills or stayed silent through their slights. Not anymore. The therapist was right. I don't need to prove my worth to be loved. This letter is my stand that I'm done being trampled. Hitting send feels like lifting a boulder off my chest. But I don't wait for their reply. I start planning for me. A getaway, a life free from those who don't value me. Breckenridge was the first shock, the locked door the second, and this letter is the final cut. They wanted to erase me from the family picture? I'll paint my own. Ever set a boundary and realize it's stronger than any apology? If so, you'll get why I feel free. Stay with me, because when my family gets this letter, amid their panic in Breckenridge and the locked door in Austin, they'll face a truth they can't dodge. I'm not someone they can underestimate anymore, and their time to answer is ticking down. The letter sent, the locks are changed, and $15,500 is back in my account. My family thought they could cut me out of the Christmas Breckenridge trip, leaving me in Austin, Texas, with the Natalie Problem group chat as proof of their betrayal. But now, they're about to get their first shock. I picture them driving up to the ritzy Breckenridge, Colorado resort, chatting and laughing, bags packed, ready for their dream vacation. Mom's probably retelling old stories, Kyle's texting buddies to brag, Amanda's fixing her hair for a selfie. They strut into the lobby, twinkling lights and the scent of pine filling the air. Mom confidently gives the reservation name, expecting keys. But the receptionist frowns, taps the keyboard and says, "Ma'am, there's no booking under this name. It was canceled yesterday, fully refunded." Silence. Mom stammers, "Canceled? Who canceled? We booked 6 cabins." Kyle spins to Amanda. "Did you check the email?" Amanda fumbles her phone, face paling as she sees the cancellation confirmation. They stand there in the bustling lobby, no rooms, no vacation, just panic. Ever see someone get instant karma and feel justice served? I'm not there, but I know exactly how they feel. Like the ground's caving in, their perfect plan crumbling to dust. They thought I'd sit quiet, swallow their betrayal, while they revel in my money and effort.
Wrong.
Canceling the booking wasn't just reclaiming $15,500. It's a declaration I'm done being trampled. I imagine Mom calling me, voice shaky, but I've turned off my phone. They can email, but my letter's waiting in their inboxes, with a 48-hour ultimatum. Breckenridge isn't their Christmas paradise anymore. It's a mirror reflecting their selfishness. While they bicker in the lobby, blaming each other, I've moved to the next step. The locked house and their stuff in the garage will be blow number 2. They wanted to erase me from the family picture? I've redrawn my own, and they're not in it. I'm not doing this out of hate, but because I deserve respect. The therapist was right. I don't need to suffer to be loved. Ever feel powerful making others face their consequences? If so, you'll get why I'm not stopping. Stay with me, because when my family returns to Austin and faces that locked door, my letter will be the final cut, making them realize the game's rules have changed, and I'm not someone they can underestimate anymore. My family got their first shock in Breckenridge, standing dumbfounded in the resort lobby when they learned the $15,500 booking was canceled. My letter with a 48-hour ultimatum sits in their emails, and I know they'll soon return to Austin, Texas, for the second blow. I've changed the house locks, moved Mom's, Kyle's, and Amanda's stuff to the garage, and now I'm at the airport, waiting for flight to Bali, checking the security camera app on my phone. The screen lights up, showing the front of the house. They're there, earlier than expected, dragging suitcases from the SUV. Faces furious. Mom pounds on the door, yelling, "Open this door now." What's going on? Kyle tries his old key, but of course, it doesn't work. Amanda mutters, "She actually did it?" I smirk. They thought I'd sit quietly, swallowing the betrayal of the Natalie problem group chat? Big mistake. The camera shifts, catching them spotting the pile in the garage. Mom's suitcases, Kyle's PS5, Amanda's makeup kit. Mom shrieks, "My stuff's out here. Who dared do this?" Kyle fumbles his phone, probably looking for my email. Amanda stands frozen, face pale. Ever watch someone face consequences and feel justice speaking? I'm not there, but through the camera, I see it all. The panic, the blame, the moment they realized their plan to cut me out backfired. My letters surely in their inboxes, laying out everything. Amanda's misfired text, Mom's lies, Kyle's silence. I gave them 48 hours to respond, but seeing them at the locked door, I know they're feeling the weight of truth. The therapist was right. I don't need to suffer to be loved. Changing locks, moving their stuff, canceling the resort. Each step screams, I deserve respect. At the airport, Bali ticket in hand, I feel light, like I've shed a lifelong burden. They wanted to erase me from the family picture? I've drawn my own, and Bali's the first page. The locked door isn't just a boundary. It's a declaration I'm done being trampled. Ever feel free knowing you've stood up? Fearless? If so, you'll get why I'm smiling at the camera feed. Stay with me, because when they open my letter and face the ultimatum, they'll see time's ticking, and I've started a new life where no one can underestimate me. My family's reeling from a double blow. No cabins in Breckenridge, a locked house in Austin, Texas, with their stuff piled in the garage. My 48-hour ultimatum letter forced them to face the Natalie problem group chat and their own betrayal. I flew to Bali, but now I'm back for a face-to-face confrontation. In the living room, the Christmas lights now seem faded. Mom sits on the sofa, eyes red from crying. Kyle avoids my gaze, head bowed. Amanda, who sent the OMG plan worked text, tries to act defiant, but her lips tremble. I stand tall, voice icy. You called me a burden, schemed to cut me out, while I paid $15,500 for that trip. Thought I'd stay quiet, like every time I swallowed tears to keep the peace? Not anymore. Mom sobs. Baby, I didn't mean it. I just thought. I cut her off. Thought what? That I didn't deserve to know? That your other car lie would shut me up? Kyle mumbles. You're overreacting. I whip around. Overreacting? You stayed silent while they labeled me a problem. Don't play innocent. Amanda finally speaks, voice cracking. Sis, I was wrong. I was jealous of you because you always handled everything. Jealous? I almost laugh. Jealous because I paid bills? Because I sacrificed so you all had it easy. Ever confront those who hurt you and see them run out of excuses? I don't yell. Don't cry. I just speak truth. You manipulated me, made me think I had to suffer to be loved. I'm done with conditional love. Mom cries harder, apologizing frantically, but I don't waver. Amanda admits she secretly started the group chat, thinking it was a harmless joke. A joke? It tore my heart apart. Kyle, for the first time, meets my eyes. Sis, I didn't know it'd go this far. But apologies don't erase what they did. The therapist taught me, I'm not the problem, and I deserve respect. This confrontation isn't for reconciliation, it's for boundaries. I say, from now on, things change. No one uses me anymore. They sit there, silent, like they're finally seeing I'm not the girl they can walk over. Ever speak your truth and feel stronger than ever? If so, you'll get why I walk out head high. Stay with me, because this confrontation is just the start, and the new rules I'm setting will shake everything up, forcing my family to face themselves. The living room confrontation laid bare the truth. My family branded me a problem in their group chat, cut me out of the Breckenridge trip, and now they sit silent, facing their own betrayal. But I'm not stopping at words. I canceled the $15,500 booking, changed the house locks, moved their stuff to the garage, and sent an ultimatum letter. Now, in the Austin, Texas house, with dimming Christmas lights, I lay down new rules to ensure no one uses me again. I look at Mom, Kyle, and Amanda, voice calm but firm. Things change now. This house is mine, and if you want to stay, you each pay rent, $800 a month on time. Can't pay? Move out. Mom's stunned. You're charging me? I reply, yes. I'm not a free ATM anymore. Kyle grimaces. For real? We're family. I scoff. Family? Family doesn't make a group chat calling me a burden. Amanda bows her head, silent. Ever set a boundary and feel it stronger than any apology? I go on. No more bailing you out. Mom needs cash? Kyle wants gear? Amanda craves a new dress? Figure it out. I covered bills, prom tickets, even the trip you excluded me from, but that's over. The therapist taught me, I'm not their sacrificial lamb. Mom cries, but I don't budge. If you don't like the rules, leave. Your stuff's still in the garage. Kyle mutters, you've changed. I lock eyes with him. No, I just stopped letting you walk over me. Amanda, voice shaky, says, Sis, I'll pay rent. I don't want to lose you. Her words hold some sincerity, but I'm not quick to trust. I've seen them through the Natalie problem chat, lies, jealousy, selfishness. These rules aren't just about money, they're about reclaiming my worth. I don't want to drive them away, but I won't let them manipulate me anymore. Sitting there, I feel like I've built a protective wall, not to isolate, but to redefine our relationship. They want to stay? They respect me. Ever realize true love doesn't demand you sacrifice everything? If so, you'll get why I stand firm. Stay with me because these rules are just the start. As Kyle starts paying, as Amanda faces her jealousy, this family will learn to see me as a person, not a tool. Breckenridge, the locked door, and the letter flipped the game. But these rules will shape a future where I'm no longer underestimated. The new rules are set. $800 monthly rent, no bailing out debts, no exploitation. After the Breckenridge shock, the locked Austin, Texas door, and my ultimatum letter, my family's starting to see I'm not someone to underestimate. The Natalie problem group chat is history, but the scars remain. One afternoon, I'm in the living room, Christmas lights gone, when Kyle walks in, holding an envelope. Sis, here's $800 for this month, he says, voice softer than before. I'm surprised, but keep it cool. Thanks, I reply, taking the envelope. Kyle lingers then adds, Sis, I'm sorry. I was wrong for going along with that group chat. I didn't think it'd go that far. His eyes meet mine, and for the first time, I see sincerity. Ever feel a spark of hope when someone finally owns their screw-up? I'm not quick to forgive, but I nod. Do right, Kyle. Respect's about actions, not words. He gives a small smile. I'll try, sis. Wanna grab coffee? My treat. I chuckle, the first real laugh in months of tension. Coffee doesn't erase what he did, but it's a start. My therapist said family can grow, but only if they honor my boundaries. Kyle paying rent on time is a first step, and his friendliness gives me hope we might rebuild our sibling bond, not on my sacrifice, but on fairness. I'm no longer the one handling everything to earn love. Breckenridge, the locked door, the letter, they taught me I deserve respect. Kyle's starting to get it, and I see a flicker of light in our new family picture. Ever watch a relationship begin to heal when boundaries are respected? If so, you'll get why I'm opening up, but staying cautious. Stick around, because as Amanda faces her jealousy, this story will reveal whether my family can really change, or if this is just a fragile start. Kyle's rent payment and apology sparked hope for our sibling bond, but Amanda, the one behind the OMG plan worked text in the Natalie problem group chat, remains a big question mark. After the Breckenridge fallout, the locked Austin, Texas door, and the new $800 a month rule, I'm waiting to see her choice. One evening, as I'm reviewing bills, Amanda knocks on my door. Sis, can we talk? Her voice is soft, lacking its usual defiance. I nod, keeping my guard up. She sits, eyes on the floor. Sis, I was jealous of you. You always handled everything, bills, vacations, the whole family. I felt useless, so I wanted to push you out. I'm stunned. Jealous of my sacrifices? Amanda, you started a group chat, called me a burden. That's not jealousy. That's betrayal. She bursts into tears. I know I messed up. I don't want to lose you. I'll pay rent, and I want us to do family counseling to fix this. Ever hear an apology that hurts and hopes at once? I'm not quick to trust, but Amanda's sincerity hits me. My therapist said change starts when boundaries are respected. Amanda agreeing to pay $800 and suggesting counseling is a first step, not erasing the group chat's wounds, but opening a path to healing. I reply, fine, but you prove it with actions. Respect me. Respect the rules. She nods, eyes brightening. Breckenridge, the letter, the locked door, it all forced my family to face their selfishness. Amanda's confronting her jealousy, and I see a flicker in our new family picture, built on fairness, not my sacrifice. Ever see someone shift and hope a relationship can mend? If so, you'll get why I give her a chance, but stay wary. Stay with me, because as I head to Bali to redefine myself, this story will show if my family can truly be part of my future, or just a costly lesson. Amanda admitted her jealousy. Kyle's respecting boundaries, but I know apologies alone can't mend our family. The Breckenridge collapse, the locked Austin, Texas door, and the Natalie problem group chat taught me I deserve more than toxic ties. I board a flight to Bali, not to escape, but to rediscover myself. Stepping off the plane, the scent of tropical flowers and ocean waves wraps around me. I rent a small villa in Ubud, overlooking lush rice fields, and for the first time in years, I feel light, free from carrying others' burdens. In Bali, I join a local travel group via Instagram. They're strangers, a painter from Cali, a yoga teacher from Sydney, a coder from London, but they welcome me like I've always belonged. We explore Alawada Temple, devour spicy nasi goreng by the beach, and laugh until midnight. Ever meet people who make you feel truly seen? They don't know about the $15,500 I lost on Breckenridge or the betraying group chat, but they see me, not the sacrificer but someone worth loving. One night, around a Tsungu bonfire, I share my story. They listen, no judgment, and the yoga teacher squeezes my hand. You're stronger than you know. You stood up and that's a win. Her words erase years of self-blame. In Bali, I learned to live for myself. I sell some belongings to stabilize finances, pay off credit card debt, and start a blog about this journey. My new friends aren't just travel buddies, they're my chosen family, where no one calls me a problem. My therapist said true family respects your worth. Bali proves it. I keep contact with Kyle and Amanda, but only if they follow rules. $800 rent, no debts. I'm done doing everything to earn love. Ever uncover yourself and realize you're tougher than your pain? If so, you'll get why Bali's my fresh start. Stay with me, because as I set my final boundaries and reject the victim role, this story will show how I built a life where I'm the center, no longer underestimated, with a future I shape. Bali opened a new world where I found true friends and learned to live for myself, unbound by the Natalie problem group chat or the Breckenridge wounds. In Austin, Texas, I set boundaries with my family. $800 monthly rent, no debts, no exploitation. Kyle and Amanda are starting to shift, but I know healing isn't just promises, it's actions.